Imagine the storybooks we read as children, where love was always the cure-all and every ending was wrapped in gold. In reality, the person we expected to be our hero can sometimes become the very source of our distress. Instead of a protective shield, the relationship feels more like a cage, and the venom isn't found in a magic apple, but in the words and actions of the one standing right next to you. Waking up from this nightmare and realizing you are tethered to a toxic presence is a heavy realization. Taking that first step toward the exit is incredibly daunting. Even when you know your survival depends on it, here at Looks Fine Inside we want to walk you through the practical path of reclaiming your life and stepping out of the shadows of a damaging partnership. The journey to freedom begins with clarity. You have to be able to name the storm you're in. Therapist Insha Rahman suggests a deep internal audit. Does your relationship leave you feeling perpetually drained or unhappy? While every couple has their low points, a persistent state of misery, nervousness, or resentment when your partner is around is a glaring signal. Pay attention to the patterns. Are you being belittled or interrogated? Does it feel like you're being tracked or managed rather than loved? Whether it's psychological games or suffocating dependency, identifying these behaviors is the foundation of your escape. If you need a deeper dive into these warning signs, we have more resources available here at Looks Fine Inside to help you sharpen your perspective. Leaving sounds simple on paper, but the emotional gravity pulling you back is immense. Psychotherapist Marn Fearman notes that many stay because of a fantasy bond, a mental trap, where you view yourself and your partner as a single inseparable entity rather than two individuals. You might feel as though you're losing your own identity by walking away. This often dovetails with codependency, where proximity feels like your only source of safety, or the fixer mentality where you're waiting for a breakthrough in their character that never comes. Most seriously, the fear of retaliation or violence can keep a person paralyzed. If you are facing physical danger or abuse, please prioritize your immediate safety by contacting local authorities or professional crisis centers. This video is a guide for emotional transition, not a substitute for emergency protection. Please refer to the links in our description for specialized support networks. One of the most powerful weapons a toxic partner uses is isolation. To break the cycle, you must break the silence. Confiding in a trusted circle, be it family, coworkers, or a counselor, is vital. It isn't just about emotional comfort. It's about creating a safety net. Research from the Journal of Counseling and Development confirms that a solid social infrastructure significantly improves how well a person recovers from a split. Silence keeps you vulnerable, but sharing your truth builds a bridge back to the real world. Once you've gathered your support, it's time to move from theory to logistics. Drafting a concrete exit strategy makes the decision undeniable and leaves no room for second-guessing. Where will you sleep? How will you handle shared digital footprints, like streaming accounts or utility bills? Professional insight from Jenny Mary Battiston suggests that detailed planning is the best way to prevent your ex from finding excuses to re-enter your life by handling the business of the breakup ahead of time. You close the doors they might try to kick back open. The next phase is the most difficult but necessary: total silence. Dr. Kelly Campbell, an expert in human development, emphasizes that maintaining any line of communication only reopens the wound. Unless you share children or legal obligations that require a professional connection, you should disappear from their digital and physical reach. Toxic individuals are often skilled at pulling you back into the chaos with a single text or emotional plea by cutting the cord you take back, the remote control to your own life. As the dust settles, you'll likely be hit by a wave of complex feelings. Don't try to outrun them, instead channel them. Journaling is a clinically backed method for processing the heavy emotional weight of a breakup. A 2010 study in Psychology and Health revealed that people who wrote expressively about their experiences saw a measurable drop in stress and mental fatigue. Putting a pen to paper isn't just a hobby, it's a way to externalize your pain, so it no longer lives inside you. As you navigate this new chapter of independence with looks fine inside, remember to redirect all that energy you spent fixing someone else back into your own healing. You have spent long enough surviving. Now it is time to start living for yourself. To help you move forward, consider exploring our guide on healing a wounded heart. And never forget that your peace of mind is worth the effort.